Hey guys, what's up? Right now, the house is in full effect, so I'm just gonna get to it and get it real quick because there's something I have to say. I had this dream about November, maybe early December. Anyway, in my dream, I'm on a treadmill and I can tell I have my headphones in and, I'm listening to music, zoned out. But I could recall that I wasn't in my house. I was in an apartment. I was in a different setting. I could tell I was in the city because I'm facing the window, as I always do on my treadmill. You know how when you're in the city, you're facing another building. You have no views. So I notice across the way in this building that I'm facing, I couldn't make out if it was a courthouse or a library or a warehouse. But what I do recognize in this moment is that I noticed a caravan of people. I'm talking like a lot of people were going into this building, and as I'm watching, I noticed the look on their faces, and I could read the emotions on their faces. I could read the questions that were on their faces because there were so many. But one thing I do want to state is that they were all dressed in like 1940s, World War II era, okay? The look on their faces were just like, just worrisome. Is this the last place we're gonna be? Is this the gas chamber? Is this a camp? Things like that. I kind of stopped on the treadmill and I'm peering out of the window and I'm like, because they kept looking back. They were looking back like, is anyone gonna help? Does anyone see this? Can we escape? Is there a last ditch effort, that we could do? So as they're looking back, they're looking towards my window, towards me, and we didn't make eye contact, but I could see the desperation in their faces. And so all I could think was, how do I get over there? I mean, okay, so if I go over there, how do I get a couple of them to come back with me, to save a couple? And then I thought, a couple, I would want to save as many as I could. And then I thought, if I do, where am I going to put them? Where would I hide them? Right? And so I'm thinking all these things, and then I start thinking, okay, crap, if I hide them, my husband's going to come home and he's going to cuss me out. And I'm putting my child in danger because I knew somehow, okay, me helping them, that would be punishable by death. And I just kind of was like, if it's me, that's on me, but I cannot put my child in danger. But I'm still thinking like, but I could run over there. And I woke up feeling incredible guilt. All I could think was, all I did was think. I didn't act, I didn't do anything. All I did was think. And I'm still furious with myself that even in my dream, I didn't do anything. The reason why I need to talk about the dream I had a couple months ago, whatever, is because I saw the building. I was doing my little, down the rabbit hole on Instagram. You watch one IG TV show and they send you a cluster of things you might want to watch. And there was a video with the borders they're putting up, like how Canada has, if you come into the country from out of the country, you got to quarantine and do all these other things. And Arizona is starting to have a border. I was watching a video about that. And I saw the building. And when I say I lost the taste out of my mouth, you ever get so kind of like scared or shook, your stomach drops and you lose your senses, just kind of stop for a second? That's how I felt when I saw the building. And so I'll insert a picture right here. In the dream, all I could think was all this because they didn't want to wear masks. I don't know what that was about. But when I told my mom that part, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense, that last part. And she said, no, that means like nonconformist. You know how there's like a whole debate between wear the mask and not. That was my thought in the dream, but it later came to account that it was, all that because they were nonconformists. I say this because I've been noticing or even feeling that there's a lot of similarities between now and back then, just based on how we don't take the time to ask questions. It's best to ask questions rather than go with the okie doke, and so that way later on down the line we're not all looking around like, damn, so that I leave you with that, and I don't know what else to say, but I had to share that.